Hello and welcome back to my road to completion guide for Metro Exodus. We're now in episode 8. And the first thing that we need to do, guys, is head over here and free these slaves. Now, of course, you guys want to go ahead and pop a quick save. I told you guys that at the end of episode 7. Make sure that you have a quick save here because this dog can be a little bit tricky. Sometimes it will attack you, sometimes it won't. If the dog attacks you, you guys want to quick load back in and just keep running this over and over and over again until you're able to kill the dog stealthy. There's some knives. Go ahead and pick those up and kill the dog. And then you want to go over there and break the lock on the gate. And as long as there's no guards that are alerted to your presence, you will hear this sound effect. That sound effect, guys, signifies that you've done something that gives you good karma in the game. So as long as you've got that good sound effect right there, of course the slaves are going to escape. You're good to go to continue. If not, like I said, go ahead and quick load back in and run that as many times as you guys need to free the slaves correctly. Very important that we do that because we are working on a trophy at the moment. We're not going to see the trophy pop until the end of this chapter, but freeing those slaves really helps. Now, when you get up here on this platform, just go ahead and sprint. There's going to be 2 guards. But if you sprint right here, you'll be able to avoid everybody on this catwalk section, get past that enemy, and then run across this bridge. You're going to pull this switch, and then you guys are going to make your escape.
Well, that was a clean operation.
So once you and Damir make it back to camp, there's going to be a crazy sandstorm. The enemies are going to be bearing down on your crew. What you want to do is break to the left-hand side, and there's I'll show you right here. See the rocks over here? You want to head in this direction. Now you have options here. You can run around and shoot these enemies if you want to. It will not affect your karma. You guys will still get the correct trophy at the end of this chapter. But I would highly encourage you guys to just run around and knock these enemies out. The trick to this area is if you kill these enemies too fast, then the heavy gunner will start shooting at you. He's in the center of the map. Right now, your crew is shooting at the heavy gunner, right? You're sneaking around, taking out everybody else. If you kill these enemies too fast, the heavy gunner is going to want to square off against you, and then you might have to use Molotovs or whatever, waste your ammo, and there's really no point in doing that, right? So I would just encourage you guys to run around, knock these enemies out. You have plenty of med kits. Hop a med kit when you need to, knock all these enemies out, and what you'll see is that by the end of your knockout spree back here, if you will, your crew will take out the heavy gunner for you, and you guys will notice that in this combat. So I'm gonna let you guys watch this and just notice that the heavy gunner is taken out by your crew. See right there, that's my last knockout, and notice the heavy gunner is falling up there to my left. He's on his knee, just fell over. So your crew will do all the work for you there, which is really great. You guys can conserve your resources. Again, you're probably going to have to use a few med kits, but no problem with that, guys. We can always craft those later. And like I said, you guys are playing on the easy difficulty anyway, so it's not really all that important. You'll need a lot of med kits in Ranger Hardcore though. There's going to be a long dialogue sequence here with your crew. They're going to basically split off into teams, and you guys are trying to get some things for your train. So just hop inside the vehicle here, and I'm going to turn my brightness down again because you guys are staring at the freaking sun right now. And now you can actually see the path. And all we're going to do is just drive this straight out, guys. There's going to be a left you can take here, but don't take the left. Just go straight, and that's going to take you guys to our next destination. So once you guys see the smoke in the distance, just hop out of the vehicle. You'll see the ship on the left. That's where we're heading next. There's going to be a crazy firefight in here. That's another reason why I had you guys knock out the enemies in the previous area, is because you would have tons of ammo when you come through here. We need to free some more slaves. I think there's there's 3 slaves inside of cages. What you want to do is kill all the enemies first and then free the slaves. If you do it in the wrong order, if you free the slaves and the enemies are still alive, then the enemies will kill the slaves and that will affect our karma. So we want to make sure that we go through here pretty thorough, kill everybody, and then we're good to go. Now, notice here that I'm trying to quick save, or I'm showing you that you cannot quick save here. See how there's a ladder in front of me and it keeps telling me that I can't quick save, or I guess I can quick save. I can hit the button, but it's not going to do anything. It's going to tell me that I can only quick load in, 9 minutes ago. For you guys, it might say something different. But notice right here in this section, it's giving me an auto quick save, right? But we don't trust those, you guys know that. So then you want to pop a manual quick save, okay? I've went through this entire ship before and tried to quick load back in, and it put me way back at the firefight with the Sandstorm, okay? Because I tried to quick save before I got up, before I climbed the ladder, basically. So you want to make sure you climb the ladder and then wait, and then I pop a quick save there. Grab this gun. You don't need this gun like for a trophy or anything. You guys already have your kills with all the guns so far, except for the crossbow, which will come up later on in the run. But this gun is just beast to be able to go through here and take all these enemies out. You want to make sure you're taking all these enemies out, and then when you're done, you want to make sure you go around and loot all the bodies. All right, so once you guys have killed all the enemies, again, make sure you run around, loot all the bodies, just to make sure you have plenty of ammo for this next section. Some of you are gonna have some Molotovs, maybe some of you don't. That's kind of how I planned this part of the run. I said some players are probably gonna have more Molotovs than others. I'm gonna show you a few things here because we have a heavy gunner that we need to take out. I guess your instinct is to tell you that you can hide right here and that he's not gonna bother you, but he can still shoot you here. See that? He still shot me. Your body is too wide for this piece of cover, and then I think sometimes there's some phantom bullets that go through the piece of cover too. This is not a good piece of cover, but this is. Notice that I was pointing to this room. Notice that you can go inside the kitchen area there. There's also a ladder that you can climb. It's a great way to get away from this enemy if he starts to bother you. Notice here I can just peek out, get a shot on right there. Or if you've got Molotovs, you can peek out and just toss a Molotov at him and you're good to go. I think I do that here in this clip. after another. Yeah, because he's getting really close. So yep, just gonna switch over to Molotovs. I've got one, and you should only need one. Cause you, like I said, you're gonna throw a Molotov at him, and then you're gonna shoot him a few times, and he's gonna die. There you go. Like I said, you can run up and you can loot his body for ammo if you need to. Just don't get too close to the fire like I did, because it can burn you. Fire is deadly in this game. All right, we'll come up here. We're gonna pick up a collectible. This one's gonna be Postcard 12. This will be collectible 54 of 91. If you guys look to the left on this communications table, you can find another collectible. This is collectible 55 of 91. It's the shopping list. And then you can kind of loot this area. There's also a gun to my right you can pick up. It's a different version of the Ash Shot. It's got some modifications on it that just look cool. No real benefit for the gameplay necessarily, because you guys are playing on easy. I like picking the gun up too because it tends to have a lot of ammo. And if you guys went through here and killed everybody like I did, you're probably running low on ammo. So I'm just showing you here that I picked it up. Again, it's not anything you have to pick up for trophies or anything. It's just more preference at this point. Then we're gonna loot this entire catwalk up here. And then we're gonna flip this switch and free the slaves. And again, I want you guys to listen to the sound effect. That'll let you know that you guys got good karma. Listen up. So hopefully you guys heard that sound effect again. That lets you know that you've got some good karma in the game. And at this point, we've pretty much met all the requirements to get the ending that we're looking for, not just for the end of the game, but also for the end of this chapter for trophy's sake. So all we need to do at this point is exit the ship. And we're gonna go out pretty much the same way that we came in, exit the ship, and then we're going to, instead of going back to the vehicle, which is kind of in front of us to the right, we're gonna go to the left and work on another collectible. So let me give you guys an idea of where we're at. There's the vehicle, right? There's a bridge behind us, and to our right is gonna be where the collectible is. Just wanted to kind of point that stuff out because we're not going into our map in this playthrough. So, and I think right here I get stuck and I clip, and then look at this, I'd hop over nothing. I should have been hopping over that rail, but it just put me hopping over the empty space there. There's the Chared note. That's gonna be collectible 56 of 91. That should be all the diaries in the Caspian. You can see that, see the Caspian. Everything should be lit up underneath the Caspian. Now when it comes to your postcards, I'm gonna show you here that you still need one. See that? You're still missing postcard 14. Of course, we're gonna be picking that one up in a second. Before we do that though, we need to pick up another suit upgrade. Let's head back to the vehicle. We're gonna drive underneath the bridge and then take the first left we come to. There's a cave down there and we'll be able to get our next suit upgrade. This next suit upgrade is called the Consumables carrier. It's going to be 11 of 13. It's over here by the workbench on the right. See that? Go ahead and grab that. Now look, that's going to be your 11th upgrade. I told you guys that you needed 13 in order to pop the trophy, right? We're about to go pick up our 12th one here in a second. But as soon as we pick up the 12th upgrade, we're going to get the trophy, Dress for Success. And I didn't want you guys scratching your head going, wait, I'm one short. You already have one suit upgrade already. It's the compass. You've had it the entire game. If you guys remember in the Volga chapter, we went to the church. We left the church. You know, we escaped. We got attacked by the catfish. Duke saved our life. Then we had to go back to the train and talk to Miller because he was filling us in on the quest where we had to go and meet up with Crest at the crane, right? On the way there, there was an airplane on the right, and I told you guys we're just gonna skip that for now. Every time that I've played this game on the easy difficulty, the game starts me off with the compass, which is one of your suit upgrades. So technically we only got to find 12 because we already have one. Now, if for whatever reason, guys, you do not have the compass in your inventory, again, it's right there on the plane. Once we complete the game, you can just chapter select back to the Volga. And as soon as you and Anna get off the train for the first time, you guys know you get your backpack, you get off the train, it's straight ahead. It'll take you 2 seconds to go over there and grab that compass. But like I said, every time I play the game on the easy difficulty, and I've practiced this thing several times, I've just started out with the compass. So I'm only gonna be technically finding 12 suit upgrades, and then you know my trophy's gonna pop, and it should work the same way for you guys. But if it doesn't, that's where it is. Of course, you guys can hit me up in a comment, and I'll be more than happy to explain those directions to you guys again to make sure that you can pick it up. I have seen people pick it up in their game before, but I don't know if they're playing on the easy difficulty or not, right? All the guides that I've seen that shows the compass in the plane, they've never really said the difficulty they're playing on. And I know when I was practicing this and I went to the plane, it was never there. And it was because it was already in my inventory, right? So just be aware that if the trophy doesn't pop for you guys here, not a problem. I can just route you guys to that via chapter select once we beat the game. This is your next collectible, by the way. This is Postcard 14. It'll be collectible 57 of 91. You can see here my lights have went out, so I need to recharge my battery. Once I do that, guys, all we're gonna do is head outside. There's gonna be some enemies on your left. They might even be in front of you a little bit. Don't worry about it. We're just gonna bypass those enemies and go inside of the building to the right. See the enemies right there? You can just bypass them though. All right, just go into the building. Gonna be a rubble pile to your right as soon as you go inside this doorway. Gonna follow that up, take a left, go through the doorway. There'll be some enemies in here that you might have to shoot if they start boxing you in a doorway. I think that one of them boxes me in here, yeah. But you might have to shoot some of them, right? Take a right and then take another right, and then you'll see a set of stairs. Follow these stairs all the way up to the top. You'll see a door. Pick the door in, and then in front of you is going to be an amplifier. And this is your 12th suit upgrade. And again, the trophy should pop for you guys because you already have the compass, or you should already have the compass. Again, if you don't, let me know in the comments. Again, no worries, guys. I can route you to it via chapter select once you guys complete this playthrough. And then we're just going to zip line down, head back to the vehicle. There's going to be some train tracks. We're going to follow those train tracks and meet up with Giul and Damir.
We're waiting for you.
Don't lag behind. I have a favor to ask. If possible, don't kill the slaves. They're not... They just obey the Manai Bailair. Obey the Baron. They're afraid, that's all.
Giul is right about the locals.
Here. This place.
They're just kids, and all have been under brainwashing for ages.
So at this point, Damir is going to open up this gate for you. You have to basically navigate through a set of tunnels, and then there's going to be an open room you have to navigate through. And of course, the game wants you to be, you know, stealthy when you get to that room. At least that's how it's laid out. But again, we're playing on the easy difficulty, so we're just going to turn this into a little bit of a speed run here. There's going to be a mixture of slaves and enemies in this tunnel, so I would highly encourage you guys to just run through. Don't try knocking anybody out. Again, you guys are a walking tank on this difficulty, so no problem. Also notice there that I did wait for a manual quick save. Again, the game is going to try to save the game for you guys as soon as you walk into this tunnel. But we don't trust the auto saves. We don't want the game to glitch on us and lose our progress. So wait for a manual save. And then notice here, I'm not even sprinting. I'm just walking. Right? You're a walking tank. No problem. You'll get through this. Open up this door. This is going to be the room I was telling you about. Just hug the right-hand wall. See that? See the wall's always on my right? Just putting my shoulder to it, going around the outer edges of the map. These guys will not bother you. Again, even if they do, you're on the easy difficulty, so no worries. Head through the doorway. There'll be another doorway down here at the end. And then the door you need to take to leave this area is going to be up here on the right. And now we just want to follow this this path. There's going to be a catwalk up here to the right. And then you guys will meet back up with Damir. There'll be a long dialogue sequence between you, the Baron, and Damir. Eventually, the Baron's going to open up the gate for you guys, and then we can proceed.
Great. I was worried for nothing.
Colonel, sir, Damir here. We have secured the tank, but encountered a problem with the gate. Copy that. We're going with Plan B then. Act accordingly.
See, the cable connects the gate and the top of the tower. How do we get there, though? Oh, it looks like a veritable fortress.
Gentlemen, surely you're not seriously intending to attack our fortress. I do respect your courage, but simply throwing your lives away, it's such a waste. Who is in charge between you two? Come up here. We have things to discuss.
Just you listen to that bastard talk. A complete about-face. And we did throw a wretched into his plans big time.
Put the gun down and come up. Otherwise we'll have a pointless bloodbath on our hands. Open the gate and let our guests in!
Where did you go?
I am up on the tower already. I have a plan.
Come up! We won't even touch you. Unless you really ask for it.
I don't like this, but there is no other way. If we don't get out of this desert, we're as good as dead.
If I fucking hear one more word about that bitch Giul,
If the deal goes south,
get over here.
well, I'll do what I can.
Go around them stinkers and just get to the next floor.
Tom, there's too many of them to count.
You must be one of
Guns, slaves, even some women. Baron's quarters are probably at the top. A plant house, that's the word.
I knew slave was not on purpose.
Come on. What's taking so long? Yes, you fucking look at that. Come on, up the ladder with It's one of those new arrivals. Come to lick the boss here.
Hey, pretty boy. Did you come from afar?
It's boss time here.
Everyone gets to live long and prosper. Now,
Giul herself has come for you. You'll answer for everything.
I told you guys that was going to be a super long sequence. Once you meet up with Giul, she's going to be trying to break into the Baron's office. You can come over here, pick up some med kits. There's also a Gatling gun on the wall. I don't know if you guys saw that. I eventually pick it up. And then Molotovs. Make sure you pick up the Molotovs, because you are going to have to square off against a Gatling gun enemy, a heavy. And of course, you guys know the Molotovs are really good about taking them out. Yeah, there's the gun. You can pick it up. It's on the wall, but you can actually pick it up over here behind the wall. I'm showing you that, and just in case you need to get some cover when you go to pick it up, you can actually pick it up behind that wall. And then we're just going to go through here, kill these enemies. Of course, all these enemies are super easy. Really, your only concern here is going to be the heavy. He's going to bust through the double doors a little bit later on. You just want to bomb him with Molotovs. You can also get the heavy. I think I showcase getting the Gatling gun and shooting him with it. I find honestly that at least on this difficulty, the best play is to probably just throw Molotovs at the enemy. I just wanted to showcase that it's possible to use the Gatling gun here. But if I were you guys, I would just toss Molotovs at him, get some cover, and just shoot, just shoot him with your gun. I know on the Ranger Hardcore difficulty, to me, this is the toughest sequence in the entire game for combat, is this sequence right here, believe it or not, on Ranger Hardcore. And I'll show you guys a really cool trick to be able to get through it though. But for now, it's really not that difficult either way. But I would just use the Molotovs to take him out.
It is an aura of excellence nobody needs. With the
Why doesn't he speak anymore? Artyom, I'll go in before that dog runs away. I'll catch him and open the door for you. Hold on. Where are you going, you windbag?
There you are. Back up, boy. Guys, we're getting fucking crowds!
So after the gunfight, Damir is going to hook back up with you guys. We're going to barge in to see the Baron. There's going to be some dialogue there, then a cutscene. What we're hoping is that Damir gets on the zip line with us to close this chapter out. If he does, if he stays with our crew, that's going to be enough to pop the trophy called Damir. If you guys have followed the guide correctly, if you haven't killed any slaves, if you've been freeing all the slaves that I've been freeing, then this trophy should pop for you, no problem. If for whatever reason it doesn't pop, let me know in the comments and we'll figure it out for you guys. I kind of want a case-by-case basis. We'll need to figure out exactly what's causing it in your game. Sometimes you kill a slave by accident, you don't even realize it. So I'll need to help you guys pinpoint what the problem is so that you can play back through the chapter again and not make that same mistake, right? And you guys will be able to get the trophy. Just make sure that it pops in this playthrough, because once we get to Ranger Hardcore, guys, we're going to be killing everybody because we have to get the bad ending. And so at that point, we do not want Damir to follow us down the zip line. So we're going to be killing slaves in the next playthrough on purpose, right? Once you slide down the zip line, you guys will be able to pick up your next trophy called New Order. We get that just for completing the Caspian level.
Oh, Artyom, I'll rest some more and join you later.
After the dialogue sequence with Anna, you're going to be able to explore the train again. I'm waiting to be able to pop a quick save on my own. The game is trying to auto save for me now, but we don't trust those. So pop a quick save. The game is going to kind of want you to go with your crew to the left. You want to go to the right. See that? We want to go over here and pick up another collectible. This will be collectible 58 of 91. It's Tokarev's note. It's going to be over here on this table behind the vehicle. Right there, behind the gas can. Make sure you guys grab that. That's all the collectibles for the summer chapter. And now you want to head back, sit down at the table, talk to your crew for a second. There's going to be a long dialogue sequence there. There'll be a proposal that happens if you guys want to watch that. I'm of course going to be cutting that out in the sequence here. But eventually you guys are going to have a toast to the marriage, and you guys will be able to pick up your next trophy called Gor'ko.
As the captain of this ship, I hereby pronounce you husband and wife. Live long and be happy. Oh, and Gor'ko! 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 Gor'ko!
All right, now immediately after you guys pop the trophy, Anna's gonna start coughing up blood. There's some dialogue there as well. Of course, I forwarded through that. To the left, though, is where you want to go. Well, I guess now it's forward. You want to go back and talk to Miller. There's going to be a long dialogue sequence there as well. Once that's over with, go ahead and interact with the map. You can go back and sit down and talk with Anna, which I kind of would encourage you guys to do, because there's also a really cool song that gets played. They play the guitar. It's kind of neat. But if you guys want to forward through to the next chapter, you can. You've already picked up the collectible. So once he walks away, again, you have the option of going and talking to the crew again at the table, or going ahead and interacting with the map, and that will forward you guys into the next sequence. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. Special shout out to all my patrons who are supporting me financially over on Patreon. You are keeping this channel alive. See you guys in the next one. Be good.